No one's going to believe this, but I actually got my welder fixed. Or fixed. I don't know yet. I haven't hooked it up. A couple $100, a few simple things. Glad it's fixed, but I'm also kind of not happy with it at the same time. I told him just to take a look at it and call me and let me know how much the repairs are going to be, and I'll possibly, depending on what it is, do it myself. And they just went ahead and did them all and then phoned me. And it was supposed to be $100 for them to look it over, and all of a sudden they phoned me and they're like, hey, it's done, it's $300. If you notice, it's got a new ground clamp. Apparently one of the problems with the ground clamp, I kind of knew it needed a new one. Polarities were reversed, which I already played with that. It got worse when it was reversed, but apparently it welds fine. Apparently that's all it needed. So hopefully she welds good. I got a new bottle of gas too as I picked the welder up. So let's get this going and see if she actually welds. Because as you guys know, if you've watched previous videos, she doesn't weld worth a damn. She works. I mean, that weld's not perfect, but it's way better than what it was doing. And that's with just random settings on there. That's not playing with the settings. That's not prepping the steel. That's just that. Like, I did play around a little bit. That's my second weld. First, second, third. Remember this engine? Yeah, this is the one from the Beaumont. We're gonna pull it apart today. Find out why it was seized, what's going on in it. No, I'm not using it for the crew cab, just because I don't want to pull apart another engine, rebuild it and everything. Like I said in the other one, I went to the farm and checked out that engine. That engine's the one we're going to use, but I might steal the intake off this one because the other one only has a stock intake, and I don't know if that will work with any of my carbs. I know this one will work with my Edelbrock carbs because an Edelbrock carb came on this, or I might throw on my Holly right there. But either way, all my carbs are square port, and the intake on that one is a factory spread bore. Sorry, not square port, square bore. So yeah, we're gonna take this off, and we're gonna take the rest of it apart, see what's going on in here, and then put it back together minus the intake. Might throw a stock intake back on it. I'm not sure, just so I got something on it. Actually, I have a TBI intake I can just throw on it, just so it's got something on it, so it's not open. Because it's going into storage in one of my trucks, and I'm going to pull the other one out. But I'd like to know before what's going on inside this one, so if I ever need an engine for something, I know exactly what is wrong with this one, so I don't have to go, hey, I got an engine, I can go to the farm and pull it, hopefully it's good, and then I pull it, bring it back, and go, oh, it's not what I expected, it's crap. It needs to be rebuilt, and that's not what I need right now. Or I can go, hey, I got an engine, I know it needs to be rebuilt, let's go get it and rebuild it, and then put it in something. So, yeah, we're going to find out what's wrong with this thing first. See how it is. Or it might be really good. I might be able to fire this up in the crew cab. You never know. I might not have to go pull the other engine. Well, I got the top end pulled off, and don't really see anything too critical in here that's really that bad. I wasn't able to spin it by hand, but I think I'm going to put breaker bar on there and try to get it to turn. And yeah, pull out all the lifters, see how they look. Pull out one now for the first time. It looks okay. And then we'll flip it around, pull the pan off, and look in there. Kept all the push rods and the lifters all in order. And I pulled them out. So far everything looked good except two of the lifters. I don't know if camera focus looked like that. Now, I don't know if that's okay or not, but I have left them in the correct order, so they'll go back on that exact cam lobe, and they'll continue to do the exact same thing instead of putting on another one, and then it marks all that one up too. So I believe that should be okay as long as it goes back onto the original one. Let's flip this over now. Everything looks decent in here without taking any of the caps off. I don't really feel like doing that right now. I assume all these are good. There is a little bit of metal in the bottom of this, but it's mostly just sludge and then a little bit of fine shavings, like a little bit more than I'm happy with, but nothing really super bad. So is that just dirt or is that metal? That's metal filings. I don't know. It's kind of, probably should look into them, but I don't think I am right now. I'm just gonna put this back together, put it in storage. If I need new bearings, I need new bearings. But doesn't look like the cam's wiped. Doesn't look like it needs to be bored. Like, cylinder walls look good. Pistons look good. I think it's just a little seized from sitting. I don't think this is why the car initially died. I think it was electrical, as we've seen that it has electrical problems trying to get my big block going in it. So I think that's why the car originally died, and then just from sitting for 10 years, this kind of seized up a little bit. But I don't think there's actually anything catastrophically wrong with it. I think pistons and rings, or rings and bearings, sorry, and then throw it back together and it would be a fine engine, nothing wrong with it. So I'm in the middle, tearing this down. I got grease all over my hands, music blaring. Yeah, I even got grease on my forehead. And my phone starts ringing in my pocket, so I stop the music. I quickly clean my hands off a little bit. Pull out my phone. It's my wife. She's in the house. She called me because the roommate's zombie pants are scary. She wanted to let me know. Love that woman.